Hi, my name is Sister Sally, and as a sister of Saint Joseph, the vows to me are in constant dialogue with my intuition and my relationship with the divine. They are ways of living that grow deeper throughout my journey in life. For instance, the vow of poverty asked me to hold all things lightly: my thoughts, words, deeds, material goods, etc. The vow of obedience asked me to listen deeply to my conscience and what I hear from others, then to bring this information back to God to discern. The vow of celibate chastity calls me to be honest in my self-expression, to be inclusive, and hold integrity in all my relationships.
How the vows of living simply, loving freely, and listening attentively impact my life as I live out the mission and charism of the Sisters of St. Joseph. These vows are commonly known as poverty, chastity, and obedience. When I first proclaimed them in 1986, I felt they exhibited in a concrete way the sacrificial love that I felt for my God and God's people. At that time, little did I know of the great graces that come with these promises. Now, 35 years later, I like to imagine these three vows as my superpowers. The power to simply live without material status. The power to freely love without condition, and the power to attentively listen without prejudice. Without the grace that the vows daily provide, I am subject to wanting more possessions, seeking prestige in every circumstance, and needing influence and control over others. I depend on my vows, which are not a sacrifice, but a superpower, to help me better live out the mission of the Congregation of the Great Love of God.
Hello, my name is Sister Noelle O'Shea, and I'm a Sister of St. Joseph. What I experience as poverty today is sharing the earth's goods with others in community and in my ministry, like my time, talent, and resources. And chastity I experience as a sister, a right relationship with those as a sister of compassion and love with those who I live with and those who I minister with. And 4, obedience is listening and answering God's call and discerning it in prayer and discerning it with others in community to find out what I am to be about today.
When I joined the Sisters of St. Joseph, I never imagined the places I'd go or the people I'd meet. More than 50 years of ministry have placed me at the heart of the most meaningful times of people's lives: births and deaths, weddings, graduations. Long-lasting relationships and deep friendships are the visible testament to opportunities provided by the vow of celibacy, the promise to remain open to the possibilities of unexpected relationships and to sharing all that life offers.
How do my vows of living simply, loving freely, and listening attentively impact my life? These are gifts that free me up to seek and serve a loving God in everyone I meet. These vows help me grow my heart to embrace this good God in others and in myself, even in those who have turned my hair gray and refuse to see the harm their actions cause. Help me, Lord, do good for all people.
The center of my life is God, and God is a God of love. And so with this, I move out to others with God's profound love. I live simply because God is enough for me. Relationships matter much more than things. I love freely. I love without distinction, without possessing another person. I have a primary commitment to God. And from that commitment to God, all life flows. I listen attentively to discern what is the greatest good for all of us. How can I make a difference in this world?
I'm a sister of St. Joseph. I entered the community at a very young age, and it's been a wonderful life for me. In my own life, I sense a rhythm of ebb and flow, receiving so many gifts through the community that have been given to me to pass on to others. In my formation and education, I was prepared to be a woman for others. My ministry has been basically that of teaching, but my ground, my sustaining force has been God's love manifested in community. It's been a life of blessing and richness. I have never felt deprived. I felt encouraged and given everything that I need to lead a life that's full and rich. And as I lead a life fully human, I'm able to encourage others to do the same. So I am so happy that God has called me.
The vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience provide me the freedom to labor with Jesus in love.
As a young teen, I was attracted to the self-giving love and joy that I experienced with the sisters. And now, 60 years later, I know more deeply our vowed life offers the opportunity to further the mission of Jesus, to bring the Father's love to all, without exception. Our vows call us to live simply, to love freely, and to listen attentively to the Spirit of God, to respond with the gifts and graces offered. As a chaplain for over 30 years, our charism guided me to bring love to new births and minister to those struggling with pain and abandonment, difficult persons, and valiant people of God, all seeking to receive God's tender mercy and care.